What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another Road to Glory video where we are taking the ex-Arsenal legend, one game, Aneke, up to the heights of a dangerous 86 rated striker. And to do that, we need to play 4 games and score 3 goals and then a few more. And just to give you a little understanding of how much I need to do with evolutions, we still have to do Lewis Skelly, we still have to do Trossard, we still have to do Ben White and Gabriel Jesus and Steph Catley and Jorginho and Urian Timber. It's a lot of games, but the good news is we don't have any available Evos right now. So once I get through all of this, we're going to be prepared for whatever Black Friday has to offer. And to do that, and this is why I'm going to do it in Champs Qualifiers today, I've got one more thing to finish, and it is World Tour Simikan. I've done everything else in squad battles, all on semi-pro. I just need to play 4 games of rivals or champs whilst having 4 players from the Saudi League in the starting 11. And we actually have some decent players in there as well. Those are the ones that I didn't use, that fortunately, of these, what they called squad foundation cards are there. So we've got Pedro Rebocco, we've got Gabri Veiga, we've got Tom Bakti, and we've got Aubameyang as well. Rekic here, I finished evoing up. He is done. And so we're going to put the Martin Erdegaard back in there. And I am a bit tempted to put... I need to put Aneke in, don't I, really? But I also need to start Aubameyang. That's a bit difficult, isn't it? That is a bit difficult. We're going to start Aubameyang on the right-hand side, off Chem. Why not? And that will be that. That will be that. That's fine. We'll also put Raheem Sterling at left wing. Gabri Veiga down to 2. Raheem Sterling up to 3. We just got to play and score. So it's going to be just fine. And we just need to play as well. So long as I can get the 3 wins. Like this team is in danger. Maybe Marcel Desailly goes in today. Does that give us any bonus chem points? No, it doesn't. So that is going to be the team that we are going to use. Get Gabriel back in there. And let's go and play some games, guys. And see if we can get Aneke up where I want him. 4-star weak foot currently, 6'3", lengthy, great pace, good shooting. I'm actually excited to see how he plays. He's got power shot, relentless, and Trivella. Let's go and crack some games out of qualifiers. See if we can get this all done. Alright, guys, as we get into these champs qualifier games, of course the priority here is qualifying for champs, but we don't care about 4 or 5 wins or anything. It's just about getting qualified and getting these evos done. And on that one note of evos, I want to take the first comment that I got from yesterday's video, which is from Carl. He says, I think a big problem with evos, it takes such a long time to complete. They should either change the matches you have to play to be less or make it possible to multiple evo at once. Hilariously, just before I logged on to the video to like read some comments and grab what I wanted to talk about today, I had just tweeted the fact that I'd written down all of the things I had to do with all of the Arsenal evos that I've got going on. And I basically tweeted like, EA, please, can we have double evos? Now this guy, after he went 2-0 down, ended up scoring 3 own goals. I wonder if he still gets like games completed for an evo that he might have had or something, and that's why he did it. But yeah, for me, guys, I still need to play 7 games with Aneke and win 2 of said 7 games. I need to play 8 games whilst winning 3 with Lewis Skelly. I need to play 6 games whilst winning 2 with Trossard. I need to play 12 games with Ben White whilst winning 7 of those. Play 8 with Gabriel Jesus. Play 3, play 5 with Catley. Play 2, play 3, win 4 with Jorginho. Like, it wouldn't be so bad if Rush was like 4 minutes or 5 minutes and the clock didn't stop, because then I'd be sitting there being like, okay, play 5 games. I could literally do that in like 30 to 45 minutes. So by the way, as always, guys, I only started the kickoff glitch when this guy hit it first. Unbelievably, after he went down to 10 men, I found it even more challenging, as we know why, to play against this guy. But we got the goal with Aneke. We needed 3 altogether with him and just to play 4. And again, that was the priority, right? Which is pretty nice. But yeah, I like I want to run 3 accounts this year. By the way, I knew this guy was doing kickoff glitch and I didn't defend it. I was so disappointed with myself. I started to defend it and then I switched out. But yeah, I've got the Arsenal Evo RTG. I've got the Crappers RTG. And I also want to start the Retro RTG. And most of those, not most of those, all 3 of them are formulated specifically around evolutions. And so when Evos take so long and you can only do 1 at a time, I don't know where I'm going to have the time to maintain all 3 RTGs. Yet I really think the channel would be in a really good space if we have multiple different things. Because like, on a day like today, where there's not really a lot going on, this could be a different day for a different RTG that would be very good. But yeah, I hope EA give us the ability to do 2 Evos at once. It would be nice. Bryzello says, regarding your Arsenal past and present, I usually save the Evos for the bench players on my Barca past and present because I know they most likely won't get a special card. I could then buy the promo card with cards or SBCs like with Saka. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I still think I'll be prioritising Evoing the main team where possible. But we've got a little more freedom this year, haven't we? A little more freedom with the way that I'm running the account by doing past and present players. You know, or in the case of Dani Olmo and Rafinha, some Barcelona players. I don't know. It's a bit more difficult this year. And again, one of the more challenging things is that Arsenal was so good last year in real life that our cards are just better this year, which means they're less eligible for Evos. And when they do get an Evo, they're less eligible for bigger upgrades and so on and so forth. But yeah, I agree with you. JB says, I really like this year's RTG. Thank you very much, JB. Can't wait to see Reece Nelson, ESR, Chuba Akpom, etc. I wish they Evos back in in FIFA 23. I had a nice Hale End Heroes team back then. And yeah, like I don't know if I want to do Smith Rowe or like or Reece Nelson. I don't know why. I feel like I'd much rather do a bronze player. I feel like what we've got here with Anake, I really like the fact that he used to play for Arsenal. And I also really like the fact that he's got properties that I want in a player. So, like I say, like, you know, he's 6'3", he's lengthy, like, he's got a lot of things that I'm going to enjoy. And it's just going to make me enjoy playing with him a lot more and be able to choose a lot more about what I can do with him. And Park Chu-young, who I believe is like 39 years old, that used to play for Arsenal back in the day, he's getting an inform this week. And so I think he's like 6'3" or 6'4" as well. I believe we can get ourselves a really good ex-Arsenal player. I wouldn't mind just building up like an absolute bank of just all the Arsenal ex-players, whether they be like, you know, youth players or what, and then just using just those and kind of just having those in the club. It'll be pretty fun. We've got Tambo says, Nep should do a series where he gets a pro coach and builds the most meta team, see how good he can get. I have thought about... I don't really need coaching per se. I just need dedicated practice. It's something that I haven't done in like since about like FIFA 19 or FIFA 20. I haven't done any dedicated practice. I log on, I play what I have to for the sake of content, and then I log off. And that's not because I'm not enjoying the game. It's just that the way I've taken this game recently is it requires an insane amount more time to do basically anything in the game compared to what it used to. And obviously, Evos are a humongous part of that, and they're a humongous part of the RTG. But I wouldn't mind really testing myself at the, like, you know, the best area that I can get to. I would quite enjoy it. But to do that, something else has to give. And as I just said, I want to do 3 RTGs. I really, really want to start the retro to glory, the RTG, the retro RTG. At the start of the Black Friday promo, start of the new season. So, by the way, look at this Aniki. Oh, man, he's so good. He was genuinely so good. A delight to play with. So, yeah, I'm not saying that's impossible, but it's not necessarily probable. Declan says, Nep, why don't you use the Arsenal kits? You know why? And I'm being stubborn on it, and it's something I should just go and do. It's the same reason why I don't have Mikel Arteta. I wanted this to everything Arsenal in this club to be first owner, and I haven't packed the Arsenal kits yet. And I haven't packed Mikel Arteta yet. And that's why. But obviously when it comes to kits, not manager anymore, but when it comes to kits, no, you can't tell. So it's like I probably should just go and buy them. to be fair. And the last comment before we get back into the into like claiming some objectives and stuff is from Gareth. I wasn't going to address this one, but it's like it's one of the top comments, so I am going to address it. Gareth says, pro level and elite level players aren't sitting in Division 3. Just accept your level. There's nothing wrong with being a Div 2, 3 player, but it makes make excuses over the past few weeks as cheats and sandbagging come on. So I guess you're like implying that cheaters and sandbaggers aren't in this game, but they are. I feel like first of all, I don't think Division 3-2 is my level. I think it's my level with an Evo team. I think if I did have a meta team, Division 1/Elite would be my level. But I also didn't make an excuse when I was talking about that guy that I think was like an elite level player last time out. And the reason why I didn't make an excuse is because I literally gave him his props. I explained how he was so much better than me. And it's my experience over the years in this game, playing this game as much as I do, and knowing what I know about how people behave in the game, and manipulate the game, and cheat in the game, and sandbag in the game for easier rewards and stuff, that lets me know with confidence that that guy isn't a Division 3 or Division 2 level player, right? I just know that. And it's the same with like I only think I've matched against like 4 or 5 cheaters this year, which is more than before, but it's not something I'm using as an excuse. I already lost 2 games here today. I didn't say anything. I lost other games in that video yesterday. I didn't say anything. Like, taking an L in this game isn't a big deal because everyone does, unless you're like the absolute elitist of players. But I don't think I'm using it as an excuse. I think I'm just explaining the reality of the situation. However, that is the end of the Champs Rewards. So let's go back live and see what we've got to claim. Right, guys, we went 3-2. Yeah, that was hard. That was hard. Playing with those off-chem, out-of-position players wasn't fun. And playing with the Saudi defenders as well wasn't fun. I also thought Gabri Veiga was awful. I thought he would be good because he has like what looks like a good card. He was just awful. So after I got the 4 games played, finally selling some rare golds. After I got the first 4 games played to complete the objectives, I went and put the Arsenal team back together. And as you can see, we've got Rage Quit straight away. Nice and easy. But we have now finished, guys. Simikan. I'm really excited, actually, to have this guy in the club. Even if he doesn't go into a team right now, I just think this is a very good card. Anticipate, block, bruiser, ping pass, and jockey plus, with defender, stopper, and ball-playing roles of pluses and plus. He's got good stats. And it's the sort of card that one good Evo, like a +2 up to an 88, with like +2s across the board or whatever, will make him exceptional. So I'm really excited to have him. 6'2" as well. And of course, he gets links to a lot of our French players, with William Saliba being one of them. And he, of course, links to Cristiano Ronaldo should we get him back. So in terms of our preparation for Black Friday, or Thunderstruck, should I say, I still need to go and get this done here. I'm in no rush, no pun intended, to get this done because I'd rather wait until there's 2 or 3 other objectives with Rush and pair them all together. I think it's just a waste of time otherwise. In terms of seasonal, I'm not going to be able to finish this, obviously. I missed a weekend because I was away. So there we go. That's a bit of a pain. And in terms of live, I'm not going to do the upgrade completionist. I think it's terrible value. Season 3 daily play. We've got 2 more to go, and then we're done, and we'll get the 3k XP to start next season off with. The Champs Live. I mean, listen, can I go? What was it? 13 wins this weekend? No. Will I? No. Will I get the 10 wins though? Yeah. Which is nice. And then the Pro Puzzle completionist will complete today when it comes out. And otherwise, everything's done. And it feels in a nice spot to have everything done right now, because it does mean that I can focus on the evolutions. And speaking of the evolutions, we've got Aneki up to the 86 rated. I need the boosts on him. I need the 4-star skill moves more specifically than anything, but I need that composure upgrade. I need that finishing a long shots upgrade. Scored a sick power shot with him. After playing with him in these games, and a few rush games as well, what I can say is he's very good, but he's very heavy. That lack of agility is extremely noticeable, but I thoroughly enjoyed using him, and I'm not going to not use him. I actually think, now that he's got power shot regular as well, the fact that he's got power shot regular, I think I might prefer it in a way to power shot plus, because it's the sort of thing where if there's a blindly obvious power shot on, I've got it. He still does it quick. But because I haven't got Power Shot Plus, I'm not forcing it and I'm not looking for it. And it opens up my ability to play, and I feel like I'm playing better because of it. One thing that was incredibly surprising, given the fact that he's got 53 stamina, he never run out. Ever. Like, he didn't even go off of green. You know what I mean? So Relentless is just giving him so much. And what I find really interesting is it goes to show how powerful playstyles are compared to attributes. Because I wouldn't dream of using a 53 stamina player. Yet the fact that he's just got Relentless, it does, like, my midfielders have less stamina than him. My centre-backs have less stamina than him at the end of the games. So I'm really happy with where his card's at. When we look at his goals to game ratio, 19 goals in 18 games with 6 assists. I'm really happy, man. I'm just like, this is what this game should be about. And for me, like, it's almost breathed. I was already enjoying the RTG anyway. I didn't need something new, but it's breathed some new life into the account, taking some of these like Arsenal past and presents. And even like Nwaneri and Lewis Skelly, like they're like, I'm just excited. I'm excited to get them into positions where they're good enough to carry me to high ranks in champs and to high divisions in rivals, because we've got the makings of a really, really good team. Kai Havertz now as well, guys, guaranteed that first upgrade. One thing that I found really, really cool is his price has shot back up. It did go up to like 460 last night. It looks like it's come back down. Once he gets upgraded, and Arsenal only need to score in one more game to send him to the next upgrade as well, which takes him to a 91, I believe. Score 1 in 4 different, yeah, gets a +1 overall and a roll ++. I think at that point, it might just be insane. It might be a position where I don't even want to sell him, because once he gets the +2, he goes to 90 composure, 92 dribbling and ball control, 90 reactions with 87 agility, 85 balance. He gets 2 more stamina, 2 more strength, 2 more jumping, 2 more passing, and puts his vision into the 90s as well, which will make that elite. Takes his finishing into the 90s. You know, gives that extra little bit of pace as well. It's just a card that, until I get an Evo that's better, I just want to keep it. You know, I just want to keep it. I don't think Arsenal are going to finish in the top 2 in the league in spite of an incredible performance against Sporting. That it's just way too competitive in that Champions League group stage. I also don't want to throw coins away with Havertz. I don't want him to be worth like 120k in like 3 weeks' time, and me sitting there saying like, "Oh my days, like I could have got so many more coins for him." So let me know what you think about Quiet down below. In terms of the rest of the team, I mean, yeah, we've got a lot of Evos to start working on. There's a lot I'm really excited for. Urian Timber's not one of them, but I am pretty content with his card. Jorginho's one I'm really excited for. I think Jorginho could end up with a cracking card with cracking stats once we get him fully evoed. And of course, with this massive lack of Evos in my Evo chain right now, guys, this is kind of the team at the moment that we're playing with. Delighted with Oxlade-Chamberlain, it must be said. I'm really looking forward to the Bukayo Saka SBC. You know, we're obviously saving a lot for him, and everything that we've got, and the reason why there's no packs at the moment is because of saving everything. You know, we get, what do we get? A rare mega pack for completing some objectives. We've got just a whole bunch of packs now. You know, a lot of 84x2s, 83x5s. There's nothing like outstanding here. But there's good stuff here. And so for that reason, I'm really happy. And when it comes to the SBCs in the club, I don't need to do anything. I'm not going to do the icon, the max icon. It's not something I'm particularly interested in. I'm not going to do any of these SBCs. There was one SBC I was a little bit keen on. Sasha Bowie. Just because I feel like it's guaranteed already to go to an 88. I just feel like with the French players that I've got, the fact that Harry Kane, like, you know, is an Arsenal youth player and we can use him and I like him in the game anyway. The fact that I just like this card in general. The fact that my right back, Ben White, really struggles in the game at the moment. This is the sort of card that I'm like, I'd really want this card. I've got 9 days though, so hopefully Thunderstruck is so good for fodder that I might even complete this Darwin Nunez. If it's not good for fodder, then that's tough. If it is good for fodder, I'm going to start completing every SBC and we're just going to have a little bit of fun. I'm not going to do the crafting upgrades, as I already explained. I'm not going to do the second time around of the World Tour France League upgrade. And then the rest of this, we will do this as and when is necessary, when it runs out, because I think that's pretty cool. Otherwise, guys, there's nothing. There's nothing. I've done all the challenges. I need to do marquee matchups before tomorrow. But there's just nothing. We're in a really complete spot right now. I've got my points for rivals. I just need one more win to get to Division 2. I've got my Evos on the go, but you know, we have no rush with them. Everything's got multiple days to go now, and the fact that I don't have any outstanding evolutions as well is really good. Like I say, we've got 11 days, I think, is the lowest. 10 days there, but that's on an Evo that doesn't even gain anything, so that's not a problem. 11 days is the lowest, and nothing available. We've qualified for the weekend league. Like, we've done every SBC we can / want to do. It feels nice to actually be like on top of the content and where we need to be. But for today, I actually think that's going to be the end. I know it's a bit of a short one. This guy's an absolute animal. Really excited to have him in the team. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.